Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. Today I'm going to be showing you how to handle AI rogue agents in missions in the open world in Division 2. These enemy types are difficult because they have the ability to heal themselves, they are more intelligent than the average AI, and they have an arsenal of skills and weapons that rival that of the Shade agent. And when you face them, they spam the hell out of those skills. You sometimes wonder if they're going to stop or how many of those do they have in their back pockets. We will begin this guide with the general rules of engagement, then we will move on to the open world scenarios and the mission scenarios. So starting with the general rules, number one is going to be keeping your distance, or social distancing if you would say. If they get close, you're dead. That's basically the logic when it comes to dealing with rogue agents. If they are within 5 meters of you, they're going to kill you. So what you want to do is you want to continue to back up and maintain a long distance, at least 20 to 30 meters away from those rogue agents. You can get this done by using a turret, which will cause them to back up a little bit or serve as a distraction. You can also throw grenades, which will keep them at bay, because whenever you throw grenades, they roll out of the way and run backwards a little bit. If they're planning on coming to you, you throw grenades out there, is going to stop them in their tracks and make them rethink their strategy. And if you feel like they're getting closer to you, regardless of whatever you do, you want to change your position, because remember, the idea is to always maintain your distance between yourselves and them. The next one is going to be the cover system. Rogues have a series of skills that they use, but the most lethal of them are the artillery turret and the sniper turret. Whenever you're fighting these guys, you want to make sure that you don't stay out of cover for too long, or you will get picked off, especially with a sniper turret. This is where it is great to have your own turrets, your own drones, or rifles, and a marksman rifle to take care of them. The third one is going to be the third party. This applies to the open world mostly. If you ever feel like rogues are a little bit too difficult to handle, you must lure them to wherever you see NPCs. It doesn't matter what faction it is, Black Tusk, Hyenas, JTF, all of them don't like the rogue agents. And while all of this is going on, make sure that you focus the rogue agents, because what these enemies are going to do is that they're going to help you deal damage to the rogues. They're going to keep them occupied while you now have time to take care of them. So those are the general rules of engagement. So let's say you're in the open world. Let's say maybe you're doing a control point. Well, the first strategy is going to be distance plus the high ground. You cover more line of sight whenever you have the high ground, and you also make them do more work if they try to come get you, because it's no longer a run-up situation. They will now have to climb stuff and vault over stuff to get you. Also, another good thing about this is that whenever they're using any of their skills, if you have the high ground, it's going to be hard for their skills to get you or even reach you to begin with. The next thing is going to be to call for backup. If you are able to call for backup, do so as soon as they spawn. The reason for this is because calling for backup turns a 1v2 into a 2v2, because the rogue agents already spawned, and when you have additional enemies coming in, that means you now have the number advantage, because it's either equal or you have 3v2 now, so you want to keep that in mind. So now that we've taken care of the open world situations, let's move on to missions. By far, missions are the hardest ones to face, because mission areas are mostly restricted and sometimes doors are closed. There are no other AI around that can help you, so it can be a little bit difficult and you can't run around the way you used to do in open world. Well, the number one thing here is to familiarize yourself with the layout and the use of a distancing method. A flame turret or Imperial Dynasty can be quite useful in mission situations. Number two is going to be the choke point, and that is going to be the next way. When I say familiarize yourself with the layout, this is why it is very important. It allows you to stay in a spot where you can lure enemies either one at a time or two at a time and take them off, because that's one of the good things about choke points. Sometimes a lot of these enemies can't even get to the choke point, so you want to keep that in mind. The third one is going to be a position switch. Sometimes they get closer to you regardless of what happens or regardless of what you do. So what you want to do in this situation is that you want to switch positions with them. So if they're coming from point A and they came to you in point B, you leave point B and you go to point A. Now, how do you make this a little bit easier? Anything that blinds or set enemies on fire is a great tool to have. I've seen a lot of people lose their marbles the moment the rogue music starts playing and people just start panicking and running around the place. I've even seen someone just exit and leave the team immediately a rogue agent shows up. So you want to relax, calm yourself. They're just rogue agents. You can take them out in 3, 4, 5, 6 shots and you're going to be good. And you don't need a meta build either. Your regular average build will get the job done if you know the strategy and the mechanics of dealing with them. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you find it informative. I'll see you in the next one.